In this training session, we focus on trim carpentry labor done right the first time. Use the empty boxes left by the cabinet installers to dispose of construction debris. Leave unused pieces stacked neatly out of the way in the garage. For custom cabinets, use the attic stair box. If there is extra trash and debris, use a heavy plastic bag. Secure garage entry doors to the slab with the recommended construction adhesive. When securing the door, confirm it is opening and closing properly. Drill a 3/8 inch hole in the garage entry door jamb at the level where the security wire comes through the framing. Install keyed entry knobs so they operate smoothly and latch fully into the strike, with the burglar bar set outside of the strike to restrict break-ins. Set the deadbolt strike plate so the deadbolt can be easily and fully locked into place. Install all doors to operate properly. Install them plumb, level, and square, and set the jambs 3/8 inch off the concrete floor slab. Install all cased openings plumb, level, and square, whether they are built on site or come to the site prefabricated. Install all doors so the reveal is even and consistent on all sides and edges of the door. When doors or cased openings are installed within 6 inches of other doors or cased openings, keep the casings parallel, not converging or diverging more than 1/8 inch. Drive nails a minimum of 1/4 inch away from the edges of trim to minimize the risk of splitting and cracking. Driving the nails into the flat portion of the trim will allow the painters to do a better job during prep for painting. Plan your base and crown layout to make the best use of the materials and to provide the best look at the corners. Nail baseboard with 2-inch finish nails into each stud. Framing is typically 16 inch on center, so the base nailing pattern should follow the stud layout. Space the baseboard 3/8 inch off the concrete slab. Nailing into sheetrock alone is not acceptable. Install baseboard corners so the corners are tight and without gaps. Coping should follow the exact profile of the baseboard. Install crown molding so the corners are tight and without gaps. Install backing for splices in crown molding to provide support for the splice. When installing window stools and aprons, adjust the trim to appear level and square. Install window stool tight in the jamb, taking care to not damage the sheetrock in the return. Window stool horns should extend 3 3/4 inches past the corner of the sheetrock, plus or minus 1/16 inch. Install window aprons 3 1/2 inch past the corner with a 15-degree back cut. Window stools should extend 1 1/4 inch proud of the sheetrock. Install linen, coat, and clothes closets according to the finish sheets with the correct shelf sizing and elevations. Brace all shelves over 4 feet long with the braces fastened to studs. Lay out the braces as symmetrically as is possible. Use the appropriate finishes page to lay out the closet plan. There is a maximum of 20 feet travel from the attic access to the mechanical equipment in the attic. A 24-inch wide walkway to a 30-inch by 30-inch platform is required by code. If this is not in place, complete the installation during this phase. Install attic stairs according to the manufacturer's instructions. Fasten the trim or casing around the attic door so there is an even reveal. Place all leftover material out of the way and neatly in the garage. Place cutoffs, construction debris, and dust in the 2 boxes left behind by the cabinet installer. In the case of custom cabinets, place the cutoffs, debris, and dust in the attic box. If you need extra place to store, use heavy-duty plastic bags for disposal. This is how we do it. All doors plumb, level, and square. All trim fully nailed into framing, plumb, level, and square. All joints true and tight. All door hardware functioning properly. All shelving according to plan. Do it right the first time, and everybody wins.